I've been talking about identity. About what? Identity. The first thing I talked about was what? Who are you? Is it true? And I told you you are your gift. What are you gifted in? That's who you are. Some of you are good cooks. Some of you good designers. Wow. Some of you good what? Dressers. That's who you are. Number 2, last week I talked about what do you see? What do you see? What you see. And I put a glass here with water. Is it true? The boy Ochieng was seated there and he said what? The glass is half full. Jambo was seated there, she said, I see the design of the glass. Dickens was seated there, he said 2 conditions of matter. Is it true? It's all matter. 2 matter in the glass. So what do? When he's seeing matter, that's what he sees. And I told you to walk from Quick Mart. How many went to Quick Mart? Went to Asiana. I told you to walk. Walk around. Walk around. What do you see when you walk around? What do you see when you walk around? Walk around. What touches your eyes? Is it design? Is it beauty? That's who you are. It takes your attention. Today I look at who is your leader. Who's your what? And that one takes to the place of fatherhood. Tell them about fatherhood. Fatherhood is direct and indirect. Tell them about fatherhood is indirect and direct. If you love dancing Lingala, your father in the faith can be Fali Ipupa. Is it true? Because you will go look at Fali, how he dances, and you start coming here and say, you say, this one is copying Fali totally. Ask your neighbor, who's your father? Fatherhood determines your giftings. Fatherhood makes you realize your gift. You meet a father will make you know who you are. The book of 2 Kings chapter 6 verse 1 to 7. Most of us, since we met each other, you have discovered how you can do a lot than what you discovered who you are. Yes, because you can never discover who you are if you are not fathered. Tell your neighbor, without a father, you are featherless. And with a father, you have feathers. And you can fly. Without feathers, you cannot fly. Most of you are featherless. You don't have fatherhood. And a father is not someone who wants to be your friend all the time. May not be want to be a friend. I'll be very strict with you, or I may be very loving to you. And if you do wrong, I'll jump on you at the immediate. Yes, and you may not like it. Most people are talented, but what they miss is fatherhood. And most people even have biological fathers, but they're not really fathers to them. They're just male people around them. A father makes you discover your potential. 2 Kings chapter 6 verse 1 to 7. Tell your neighbor fatherhood. Tell your neighbor who's fathering you. Yes. I am a product of fatherhood. The people who surround me, they don't joke. Hey. Okay, what does it say? And the sons of the prophet, and the what? Sons. These were sons of the prophets. Ask your neighbor, you are a son and a daughter to who? Ask your neighbor, who's your father? Ask your neighbor, who's your father? You can never tell me you are fatherless. Fatherhood has nothing to do with the present father in the house. It has to do with the person you answer to, the person you believe in. That's why I tell you, most people have fathers in the secular world more than the spiritual world. That's why you have what we call idol worship. You worship this guy who sings, the Tanzanian guy with the big chick. What is his name? Diamond, yeah. Oh, you see, you connected with him, so you know how he looks like. Yeah. It's true, he has a big cheek. Am I lying? I'm not lying. That's a big cheek. You have never seen it? That's why someone say dressing like him. That is his father. But the problem is this: the man is not becoming anything. A father should shape your destiny, shape your principles, shape your choices. And it's never easy. And the sons of the prophet said to Elisha, see now. So they were seeing. They knew who they were. The place where we dwell with you is too small for what? Verse 2. Please let us go to the Jordan and let every man take a beam from there, and let us make there a place where we may dwell. So he answered, go. These people were designers. They already knew who they were. They knew what they could see. Okay? Then one said, please consent to go with your servants. And he answered, I will go. They told their father, go with us. This place is small. We are not leaving you behind. We want you to go with us as much we see the need of increasing. You may want to increase in life because you lack a father, you will never increase. Did you hear that say? Because when you talk to me, I teach you principles. Yes, I will not spend my time telling you how nice you are. I already know you are nice. This one will not work. It's the truth. We continue. So he went with them, and when they came to Jordan, they cut down what? Trees. These men were designers. They were talented. They were gifted. They know what they were seeing per time. And look at this. But as one was cutting down a tree, the iron axe head fell into the what? And he cried out and said, alas, master, for it was what? He went back to his father. When problems come, your father will not develop the solutions. Why you are stuck in that problem is because you have no fatherhood. Why you are not growing in your giftings because you have no fatherhood. Why you are limited in your potential, you have no fatherhood. And he says what? And so the man of God said, where did it fall? And he showed him the place. So he cut what? Off a stick and threw it there. And they made the iron what? Float. Tell me, can a stick make an iron float? Who can tell me that? We know about density. Is it true? How can a stick make iron float? And look at this. And therefore he said, pick it up for yourself. For what? For yourself. It was a principle he was given. Fatherhood. You may know what to expand. You may know what to do right now. You may know. But why you have never become who you are is because you lack this thing called fatherhood. So he reached out his hand and took it. Ask a neighbor, who's your father? Do you follow his principles? Some of you idol worship. That's what I'm telling you. You're following the man with the octopus guy. You understand what I'm talking about? And you're dressing like octopus. You understand what I'm talking about? Yeah? You will dress like me. You will behave like me. Henry does it every time. He tells me, Daddy, I will have done it the way you will want it to do it. I say, well, how will I do it? That's the question. And results are immeasurable. The results are standing out. It's all about fatherhood. And most of us fear fatherhood because they say, hey, Daddy is tough. Kevin, when you see me, think twice, hey, Daddy, if I go to this issue with Daddy, I may be given a blast and I regret why I went there. Don't regret. Come listen to the principles. Come listen to the what? That principle is what will shape you. Because people like us, we don't get here by jokes. You think it's by jokes we got here? The things we control by here? No. There are principles you apply. And a father is a person who will give you feathers. He will tell you if you put this and this, you will go up. Because you already know your identity. Some of you are good singers. And I'm only one person who can recommend you to someone. But why have I not recommended you? Because you have no principles. A father has relationships. Who I know you will never know. I was with Kelly, Justine, and Kirapo. I went to see one of my friends who was dedicating land. He called me even this week. I told me, do you have somebody? Say, I don't have boys to give you. Because the boys I know, I don't know their principles. I told Kelly the same thing. He told me that day. So this guy is there. I asked him, where is he? I asked him the same question. It had principles. It had nothing to do with me giving them opportunity. It had to do with principles. If I don't know your father, I don't know how you treat me. If I know your father, I will know how you treat me. If I find you worship secular people, I know where you are leading me to. One day you'll be singing for me above the head, below the belly. I won't looking for the belly. I will not see anything. Ask your neighbor, who's your father? That's why you are struggling with your giftings. We had the Kirapa sharing yesterday. I've saved them from problems. These ones here, do you see they follow me? These ones, all this. Save them from problems. They come and say, don't do that. If you do that, you sing. Yeah, I said, Daddy, you told me not to go. Yes, I said you don't go. I said, why? I said, I'm not owing you an explanation. I said, don't go. If you want to go, go. They say, hey, because he said, let me not go. Henry wanted to go somewhere. I told him not to go. The day he did not go, his friends were beaten up and were arrested. He remained in the house. It was his friends. He was supposed to go out. I told him, don't go. I'm the one who called him. I told him, where are you going? Where are you? What are you doing? Every time I call you and ask you, what are you? I know what I'm asking you. Because I don't carelessly call living. As a neighbor, you are struggling to become Because you're not being fathered. If you are fathered, you become.